And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 70, Indy. Greystone, travel.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Shepard. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Shepard. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to Mixon on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Shepard, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
1st down, Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Check 43. Slam. Hey, right now, you got 58. Hey, we're not going.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Rodgers pass. Intended for Odell Beckham.
He wasn't ready.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen. Hands.
On the carry, it's Logan. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to throw. Shepard complete to its running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
60 outlaw. You ain't going nowhere. Let's go.
Counter play, Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the ready.
Here we go, here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Ready, ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He completes this to Sutton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stay there. Stay there. Hey, Brown 80. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now it's the backup, Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Nixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, 53 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. T.J. Logan, 64 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
I'm coming. 54's Mike.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Washington.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the end.
Inside.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they run it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
You got nothing.
Back to the air on second down. Shepard, and he comes back with one complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. The final shot before break. Shepard, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles. 49, check, jump out. Shoot. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. On first down, Mixon. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, 46 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Strong right. Hey, you gotta go.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Logan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Shepard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Redskins.
319. 54. Inside. Check 24.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jarvis Landry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Now it's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Drake. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Shepard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on third and long. Shepard got a man open. It's Sutton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, boy. Bring it
Take
on.
over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Here we go. Check. Hey, Mike.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
He's checking. He's checking.
It's Mixon on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds his target, Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On second down, Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, 626.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Shepard, and he hits Drake. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Shepard. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Carlson on for the PAT. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Redskins 36, Giants 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Shepard. And this one caught by Max Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On first down, Shepard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Redskins, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.